Okay, guys, we are another day, another live, and this one gonna be quick, but I am here. Hey, welcome. I'm gonna let y'all come on in. This one gonna be real quick, so I hope y'all are ready, and yeah. I hope y'all engage in the comments to keep this going, but it's gonna be quick. But hey, everyone. Happy Thursday. If you're signed up for my email list, then you should have received your Thursday business tip. So check your emails, check your spam, check it. If you signed up, you should have received it. But I actually wanted to, first, this is so impromptu. I almost didn't make it. As you can see, it's 14. I pick up the boys at 5 o'clock. But anyway, we're here. So quickly, and my husband just got here, and I got to talk to him. So, really I wanted to talk about, or I just wanted to ask you guys, especially those of you who have already made the decision to start your wig business. I wanted to ask, what is it? I need answers from you because, I can assume and I can guess, but I really want to know, what exactly is it that you are afraid of when it comes to making that big decision or just taking that next step in getting your business to where you want it to be? What is it? And I already, as you can see from the title, I already, titled it as afraid of, because a lot of time it's really just fear. But, I want to give you an opportunity to just let me know or just share, what is it? And it's probably all similar for all of us. So don't feel like, your answer is wrong. There really isn't a wrong answer. But when it comes to you making a decision to invest, to, commit, to do the things that you need to do in your wig business, to really take it from here to here. So let's do this. Let's do an exercise. So let's just imagine right now, what we envision our business, our wig business as being right now. What does it look like? What does a successful business look like for you? How many orders are you getting in? How many customers are you having? What does that look like for you? And whatever you envision that to be and what it looks like, because you need to have that clear vision and know, okay, that what it is that I want. What do you want? What do you want in your business? Not what you see someone else have, but what do you truly want your business to look like that is successful for you? And with that comes, what does your life look like? Because if you can figure out what your successful business look like, your business has it plays a role in how you live your life, because I know for me, having my business allow my family and allow me to live in a certain type of way, a certain type of lifestyle. So just for you, imagine that, or just paint that picture of what your successful business look like. Now, once you've painted that and you have clarity on what that is, now I want you to just think about okay, what does it take to get there? And what is stopping you? What are you afraid of? What is holding you back? To get from where you are to where you want to be, that there's some things in between that you need to do. There's some things that you need to invest in, some things that you need to figure out, but there's steps. From point A to point Z, there's steps in between. But what exactly, my question to you is what exactly is holding you back? And if it is fear, what are you most afraid of when it comes to you getting to point B? If you're at point A, I need answers. I think somebody already, let me see if I can go back to the comment. People not liking my product, being afraid of just stepping out there. You're afraid. Okay, so when you say you're afraid of people not liking your products, so have you put your products out there? And if you have they told you that they don't like them? Like, how do you know that they won't like your products if you haven't put them out there? And if you have put them out there, have they told you that? Like, what would make that be something that, scares you? And a lot of time when it comes to like fear and making decisions like in our business, like, it's rooted deeper than what we think. But like, where does that fear come from? Because sometimes it's simply just, it's within you. Like, are you not confident? Are you not fully liking your products and your wigs? Is that why you are afraid that others won't like it? That's something to really, I want you to think about. Let me see. Someone said, it takes me coming out of my comfort zone to get me to where I want to be, but I'm afraid to fail. Listen, we're all afraid to fail. You are not. I'm afraid to fail right now. We're all afraid of failure. That is normal. That is 100% normal. But really, in order for you to get past that failure, you got to do it. Because the thing is when you think about just like humans and decisions and just things, even for life things, there are people who are afraid of flying. There are people who are afraid of, dogs. There are people afraid of something. And usually it's mental, and usually they avoid whatever that thing is, but they don't even know what it would look like if they didn't. There's like, you don't even know how, unless it's something more rooted deep, but you don't even know, like, fail. You're afraid to fail. Well, have you failed? And even if you have failed, okay, that's not the end. If you failed before, then you know that you're still here and that you can keep going. The most successful people have failed. And the only way that they become successful or became to the point where they are is because they had to go through it. They had to get past that failure of failing and actually fail in order to succeed and move forward. Do you get it? So you just have to go through what it is that you're afraid of and really see what's on that other side of failure. Because a lot of times what's on the other side of failure is it's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother, like, you're limiting yourself. You're holding yourself back so much. Your business. You probably look at some business like, dang, they're doing so good. They're so successful, because we all look at other businesses, right? And we all envision and we want to be that. And how can we get there? How can we do that? Guess what? To get to where they are, they failed, which means that we're going to have to fail. We're going to have to make certain choices and decisions and things that we're afraid of. We're going to fail, we're going to learn, and we're going to keep going. Because guess what? That's what they did. And so that's what we have to do as well. So get out of your comfort zone. Like, a lot of times we know. Let me see. Oh, someone was talking about what they envision, because I asked you guys to envision what it looks like. Consistent orders, being able to stay home with my baby, because I'm gonna be an older mom, living comfortably. Okay, that's what you envision. That's what you see. That's what you want. So what is stopping you from getting that? What is stopping you from being able to live in that way? Are you really putting in, the work towards getting there? Are you taking the necessary steps to get there? Or are you allowing fear? Are you allowing self-doubt? Are you allowing hesitation? Are you allowing the unknown to hold you back and to stay in the same place that you are? Because one thing about fear, when you are afraid, fear in general, fear will keep you in a certain place for years. There are tons of people, you can think about, back in my hometown. Well, I'll say back in my hometown because I don't live there, but just in general, you may think of people you in high school or wherever, and you know how there's always somebody that we know that is doing the same thing that they've always been doing. They ain't did nothing different. They're just pretty much settling. They're living life. They're not, really pushing themselves. They're not really doing anything to make them scared. They're just here on this earth, just, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times those people, they don't even push them. They don't have anything to be fearful of because they're just stuck. They're just comfortable. And a lot of those people, they let years and years and years go by or they may be, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to start a business because I may fail. I'm afraid to, go to Jamaica because I'm scared to get on a plane. I'm afraid of it. So that is why they're still on the couch. They're still in their hometown. They're still not starting that business. They still work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Years. They may be the manager, but they still there. And they're okay with that. But that is because they're not pushing themselves beyond the failure. Beyond what they're afraid of. So, listen. Can I be different from your services while I'm in Africa? Yes, I do have online classes on my website. On my you can click link in my bio. I have online wig classes, and then even for my membership, I do have some people out of the country that have joined my membership that get community connection lessons and things like this with me, mentoring from me on a monthly basis. So, but if you are on here and you are listening to this message right now, you're not here by accident. You're here because you're supposed to be here. You're here because you need to hear these things. You're probably here because there is something that you're afraid of when it comes to your business that you want to do. You see other people doing. You actually see yourself doing it, but you just won't allow yourself mentally to get past the fear, because anything that you envision or that you want, you can have. It's really on the other side of you being afraid of fear. Because I work with a lot of wig businesses. A lot of times people, one of the biggest one was already addressed, which was afraid of failing. But then, you have some people, if you're just popping on here, you can kind of let me know, in your business right now, what is something that, you are afraid of? What is the thing that you are afraid of when it comes to taking your business to the next level? You want to get to everybody. We all want to get to the next level, right? I want to get to the next level, whatever that level is, because the next level for me may not be that same level for you, but we all know that we want to, go up to the next level. We're not trying to go down, but in order to go anywhere, more so go up to that next level, we have to address our fears, and we have to, really make the decision as to, am I going to face my fears? Am I going to take that chance, take that risk? Am I going to do everything that I can to get to where I want to be in my business? And if you can't make that decision, if you're still hesitant, if you're still doubting and questioning your own self, then that answers why you're where you are. You're where you are because you have not made the decision to face your fears, to, get past whatever it is that is keeping you or holding you at a level of standpoint. Because sometimes we can grow, we grow, we get to a point though. And there's always going to be a point in business where, I look at it in stages. So you got, stage 1, stage 2, whatever, however you want to call it. But anyways, each stage, each phase in business, there is going to be a challenge, an obstacle, something that is going to be that's going to scare you, right? There's going to be risk you're going to take. There's going to be some what is it? Dang, I forgot. But there's going to be those challenges and those fears and those obstacles and all those things. And you may get, and they're going to get harder. The more successful you get, they're going to get harder. So you may feel like, I'm afraid to try to make wigs, but I'm going to take this class anyway. Okay, you took the class. You learn how to make the wigs. Now you're making the wigs. Okay, now you're running to the next phase of the next thing, the next fearful thing. Oh, okay, now I'm making these wigs. Now I'm afraid ain't nobody going to buy them. Okay, you put them out there. You post them. Nobody buy them. One person buy. Oh, okay, now I'm afraid, I can't make, 5,000 a month. And, it's just, that is what it's going to be. But, and it's normal. But you have to be willing to take that risk. You have to be willing to just face fear head on in order to get to the next level. In order to have those 5K months, you got to face whatever fear it is prior to that. In order, when you get the 5K months, get the 10K months, you have to be willing to face those fears and just to go right to it. Everything you said. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, someone said, I'm afraid of people not liking my wigs. Told y'all, I hear it all the time. And I just told the last boss on here, like when it comes to you being afraid of people not liking your wigs, you really have to go in and dive deeper and ask yourself, well, if you have already launched and put your wigs out there, have they told you that they don't like them? Where have you gotten that feedback at, or where have you gotten the idea that they wouldn't like them from? And if you have not, why do you feel that they would not like them if you haven't even put them out there? Is it something deeper within? Do you like your wigs? Do you like your wigs? Are you confident in the wigs that you're selling? Are you confident in the styles and things that you are putting out? Because maybe that's why you don't think nobody else gonna like them, because you don't even like them. So that confidence in your business, that shows, like it comes out and customers can sense and feel that. Like if you are unsure, I don't know, then it's going to come off as, I don't know if I should be buying, so I'm not sure why would you feel that way? Whatever it is, once you figure it out, ask yourself and be real, be honest with yourself, whatever that is, it's like, okay, this is what I think. This is what it is. But this is what I'm not going to allow it to do. I'm not going to allow myself to not put a wig out just because I think nobody's going to buy them or like them. I'm not going to allow myself to not, do whatever it is that you want to do just because it's something that's in my mind. Like, get out of your mind and get it out there. And once you get it out there, you can tweak it along the way. You can adjust it and, fix it along the way. But I sure hope you ain't waiting on perfect. That shouldn't be the conversation that we have, because, that conversation, I hear that all the time on Instagram. So we already know we're not waiting for it to be perfect, but we're going to work with what we have and we're going to put it out there. But you got to make sure that you are comfortable and confident and you are ready to address, any of those obstacles or those fears that you do have. Because, as an entrepreneur, we all have to make decisions. We all have to, make just decisions. We are decision makers. And at the end of the day, you have the choice to do something or do nothing, or stay where you're at. Which is, kind of like doing nothing. So today, what are you deciding to do? Are you deciding to do nothing? Because if you do nothing, you know what those results look like. They look exactly like what they are right now. Doing nothing is where you are. And that, and if that's okay with you and you just want to stay there and coast and see what happens, you can see what happens. But that's a dangerous game to like gamble and play, especially as an entrepreneur, especially as one that's trying to become a full-time entrepreneur, where you don't have to work a 9 to 5 and you solely rely on your business. You can't be dangling and trying to figure things out, when you are full-time. But the decision is yours. At the end of the day, do nothing. You see the results, you can stay where you are. Do something that's going to look like facing your fears. That's going to look like challenging yourself. That's going to look like doing things you've never done. That's what that's going to look like. You can't say that something doesn't work. you can't say that something isn't right if you've never done it. And if you've done it, then you got room to learn from whatever it is that you've done. Because there's a lesson in everything that we do in life, in business, and everything. But really, what decision are you going to make today? Are you going to let fear make that decision for you when you stay where you are and do nothing because you are afraid of what people are going to say when you get on live? You're afraid to post this wig because you don't know if it look good. You're afraid to learn something. You're afraid to reach out and get help. You're afraid to open up your mouth. You're afraid to jump into, a community or get support and help you need. Like, are you going to allow fear to dictate your next move or your moves? Because if you are, cool, that's you. But me, I'm on this side. So I'm not going to allow fear to do that. I'm going to face fear head on, and I'm going to make decisions. I'm going to do some things that I've never done. I'm going to do some things that I might fail at. I'm going to do some things that I'm not even sure how it's going to work or what's going to happen, but I'm going to do it, because if I don't do it and I stay being scared, I'm not even going to know if that is what it takes for me to be the billionaire, the millionaire, that I desire and deserve to be. Like, I know I can't be that doing the things that I'm doing now, because if I'm doing what I'm doing now and I'm not a billionaire yet, then okay, I got to do something else. I got to do something else. Now, we ain't going to add nothing else and bring no new products and stuff, but I just got to make a different decision. I got to do and I'm willing to. But like, are you willing to? This your business, not mine. But you're in your business, because I've already told you guys from the jump, envision where you want your business to be. How does it look? What do you see your business looking like this time? What is this month? Whatever this month, May. This time, May 2024, next year, okay? Where do you see your business? What does it look like? What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be fulfilling orders and, sending emails and, creating campaigns and running giveaways and making consistent 10K months next year? Is that you? Or are you going to envision that, wish that, hope that, but allow something in the back of your head to tell you, no, you don't need no help. No, you need to figure this out on your own. No, you don't need to be around community support. You just keep doing. You're doing all right. Keep complaining and not doing. Keep watching and praising everybody else. Keep staying under the comment section and congratulating everybody else and never being able to get that same congratulations because you're scared. You're afraid to make the decision. Is that going to be you? We'll revisit this next year, and we'll see if I'm here in this same spot talking to you, or if I'm somewhere else on vacation or somewhere this time next year. Because that's the type of decisions that I'm making. That's the type of things that I'm willing to face my fears and do something different. Yes, to that, speaking into existence. I'm telling you, you have to, but not even just that. Like, speaking into existence, yes, you got to put it out there in the universe, in the atmosphere. That's why I'm here today, because I've spoke out and I told you guys, and I'm still here. Lord has been blessing me to get on here, even if it's just for 30 minutes, but I'm here. But like, not even just speaking it, putting it out into existence, praying about it, having faith, all of those things, because, God first in everything that you do. I'm a firm believer in that, but you got to decide and you got to take action. You got to have a plan. You got to have some steps in between. I can speak and say, this time next year, I want to be XYZ, speaking it into existence, believing it, hoping it, wishing it, praying it. But what they say, faith without works dead. Oh, I got to work too. I got to make some investments. I got to spend some time doing some things. I got to connect with people that's going to help me get there. Because I know I can't get there by myself. I know I got to get around people that are going to motivate me, that's going to push me, that's going to, give me some of the answers so that I can play the plays. Like, I know that's what I ought to do. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm willing to do. I'm super excited. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm just super excited. I've definitely made some major investments, and now I surround myself around people who make multiple six figures a month. I've just changed my circle, and changing my circle changed my mindset, changed the actions the things that I do, and it really has reduced the fear level of what I have. Why? Because being around these other people that are doing these things, I know, I have no doubt in my mind that I can do these same things. I know that I have the gift to do it. It just be me and fear that is holding me back, that's stopping me or slowing me down. So now that I have invested to be around billionaires and millionaires and see how they move, how they work, how they think, and all of those things, like, it really, it's nothing that's untouched when it comes to, my business. And like, that's where you have to get, and that's where you have to be. Like, we ain't just over here saying, kudos, you can do it. No, it's you can do it. And let's talk about how you can do it, So, I just wanted to drop that in here today. I hope that for any of you that may be on here that have, some sort of fear, some sort of hesitation on whatever that next decision is for you to make in your business. If you don't know what it is, you need to get around somebody that do know what it is, or that can tell you what it is you need to be, doing to keep you on track. Because a lot of times everybody on this app, they're going to have you all over the place. You ain't going to be on track. You're going to be, your feet gonna try to be in a little bit of everybody's tracks, but not on your own track. So, I say all that just to say, if this is your first time on here, if you've been listening to me and, you enjoy the things that, that I say, the way that I think, and, just how my thought process is when it comes to business, and you like, how I motivate you, and you're looking for a mentor or you're looking for a coach, then I do have my community open right now. My Stylish Boss membership community is open, and it's full of bosses that we do nothing but this. We do this, we take action, we have wins, but it makes all the difference. And that's why all of the women that are part of my community, they ain't going nowhere because it's not just the talking about it, it's the actually the steps towards doing it. And if you rolling with me, then we're good, because if I'm succeeding, you're succeeding right along with me, and that's just how it is. So thanks again for joining. I'm going to pop off of here. We got one more day for this week, which will be tomorrow, Friday. Maybe I'll have a little tips or something for y'all to share. But I hope you guys have been enjoying this May, because I'm pushing myself and I'm pushing y'all too. You face fear head on and make that decision today. What can you lose? If you ain't got that far doing what you're doing now, how much more can you lose by making that decision? It may be a win. You don't know because you're scared. All right. Y'all have a great, blessed Thursday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.